President Trump putting dreamers in the middle of his battle for immigration reform. The president telling lawmakers that any deal to protect the dreamers from deportation will have to include his immigration priorities, including funding the wall along the southern border. Corey Elons is former communications advisor to President Obama and a partner at Vox Global. Vince Colanese is editorial director of the Daily Caller and host of Mornings on the Mall with WMAL. Good to see you both.
Hi.
Hey, Shannon, good to be with you.
All right, Corey, so listen, we thought that the president had a deal. He had a nice dinner with Chuck and Nancy. But listen, when he laid out the other side of the purported deal today, this can't be something that they're really going to get on board with. Is this any deal at all, or is the president, as Chris Stirewalt suggested earlier in the hour, simply spiking the original, whatever the agreement was?
Well, clearly the White House was really busy over the weekend, and not only did he disappoint Chuck and Nancy, as we're calling them now, but he also disappointed probably his Republican leadership and has set them up to fail again. It is shameful that we're doing this deal on the backs of the dreamers who know nothing but this country as their own and who deserve to be here, and many believe deserve to seek a path to citizenship, over 90% of Americans and 63% of Trump voters. But here's what's happening. The president just this weekend has put this on the desk of the leadership and the House and the Senate. They all say they're going to take a look at it, but it is absolutely shameful that we're here at this point. They deserve to stay here. They deserve to be here. And this is not the time to talk about comprehensive immigration reform, which is what the senator from Texas said just today. This is not the time.
But, Vince, is this the time? Because there were a lot of folks who were worried on the right, thinking the president had given away, the candy store to these two and making some kind of deal. Do you come with a big over ask like you often do when you're, bidding on a house or negotiating a contract and hope that you get some of these things?
Let's not forget who has all the leverage here. It's President Trump. This is a huge deal. This DACA decision to basically get rid of this program by executive fiat and hand it over to the Congress and say, hey, make it law, will come with stipulations. Clearly, President Trump wants things. Chuck and Nancy knew that when they left the meeting with him. And now he's given a list of 70 items that he thinks are on his wish list. Does that mean he's going to get every one of them? Certainly not. But it definitely puts this much more in the trajectory of something that conservatives will like. And here are a couple basics: mandatory e-verify nationwide, ending chain migration, and of course wall funding built into this. It's hard to see how anybody could oppose that particular plank. And now you've basically got the president saying, I'm going to give you this DREAM Act or some version of it, and in return I want a couple things. I think Democrats are scared to death that they won't be able to get DACA recipients the protections that they've been promising.